Pilots, welcome back to RC Air Training Command with Parkzone's new F4U 1A BCD EFG Tango Foxtrot Lima Papa Mike October November Corsair. It's a great little plane. Couldn't wait to get my hands on this one. I actually was going back and forth between FMS and Dynam, and I just, you know, I'm flying off a grass field. The bigger planes are a little better suited to it, but as much as I love my Jug and my Spitfire from Parkzone, I just had to have this Corsair. And finally, the twists and turns. So, you know, there's some other planes down the pipeline, hopefully, that we'll be seeing soon. I've got my own idea about what I think it may be. But anyhow, we're going to get into how we hid the wires when we did the retracts. It's a no-brainer. Just follow the manual. Also, outfitting the flaps. I used Parkzone servos, did it the way they said, tweaked it a little bit so I could get full deflection on the flaps with my DX6i. So the way I'm able to achieve this with the DX6i was I set up my travel adjustment to 80% at normal here, and then down flaps at 122%. Likewise, when I go to the flap setup page, I'm at 100% on normal and on landing. It gives me full range of motion. Also, unlike was indicated in the manual, I went ahead and went with the outermost holes on the control horns and the servo arm. First position, which is pretty good, and here's the rest. There we go. Until I get really comfortable with the plane, I'm going with a minimal throw on the flaps. But it looks good, doesn't it? There's the hinge tape fix. I would say this is something to do out of the box. You know, the screws for the control horn aren't quite long enough, so you got to kind of squeeze it for the screws to catch. Well, that's kind of a lot of pressure for a delicate little hinge like that, so be careful. Okay, now you can see I've got the tape pulled back, and I've got all this room right there, but I've also got this high spot. So what I did on the other one was just slice it through the back side of the foam, get the wire out of the way, slice it through the back side, and make it as deep as this here, and then this fits nice and flat right there. Tape it, pull the slack through, tape it up, and you're good to go. This little bit of foam right here has been cut away. I pulled the slack out of the wires up through the fuselage and made sure I left myself enough room for the strut to close without coming against the wire. So what I do before I put this flap of supplied tape back down is I'm going to go ahead and hinge tape this with some stuff all the way to there, just as a double protection. Keep this nice and flush and aerodynamic. It's got a real neat attitude with the flaps down.
Looks carrier-ish, don't it?
Those flaps look sweet.
They do.
A nice, you know, little plane. It weighs an ounce an inch. You know, it's like 43.5 ounces with a stock battery. I'm using a non-stock battery, 3200 milliamp, and it's 44-inch wingspan. Little spunky devil. I'm gonna try to land it just for fun here. stoked.
So nice.
I know it. I'm gonna dirty it up and do another landing. This is no throttle at all, and that nose is down with the flaps so intense like that. So now I'm pouring on a little throttle, about quarter. Sweet. Did you get it?
You got it. Hard to keep it down, isn't it?
Yes. And I know I got a monster battery in here, so. And man, I just dropped the flaps going like full throttle and it didn't change me much. But boy, it pancaked on me last minute, didn't it?
Yeah.
Wow, just back from the maiden of my Parkzone F4U 1A Alpha Bravo Charlie Foxtrot Hotel Indigo Zebra William Yoke Bravo Alpha. Oh man, anyways, flew 3 packs through it. It was awesome. You know, I never flew the first generation one, but boy, this one's got pep with that 15 size power plant. Gear worked great. You know, I would definitely mess around with low rate settings on this one though. There's plenty of control surface. So I ended up going with the low rate settings and moved my expo to 30% just to start. And did great. And I was actually pleasantly surprised how well it did on the grass. No nose overs. Of course they just mowed, but still I was completely impressed by that. Yeah, 3 batteries through it, handful of landings already. You know, something really neat about the flaps is like some planes pitch up when you drop them. Well, this one, the nose stays down on her, and partly probably due to the massive deflection that I've got on the flaps, but the nose stays down. So even full flaps and basically a dead stick just to settle into a descent and then pour on that 1/4 to 1/3 throttle. She behaved nice. Very cool. Very cool. I'm glad I got this one. So I flew with the stock 2200, perfect all the way forward. And I flew with the 3200 milliamp hour, which is the stock E-Flight battery for the Hurricane. And then I flew with the 3000 milliamp hour, what is it, Sky Lipo. Had to move back the bigger ones just a little bit, and still no trouble on the grass. It was amazing. Since you saw it first, I did dress it up as Lieutenant Ketford. I like the 29 more than the 1, I suppose. I'd like to put some kind of flat finish over these decals though, and it'd be nice to touch up the paint where I had to put hinge tape on and stuff like that. So keep a look after your hinges, guys. But peppy little plane. I really liked it, and well behaved. You know, just a little more sturdy than the first one. Pretty happy with it. Thanks for tuning in. We got more to come as always. Thanks Horizon for coming out with another really keen kit.